Donald Trump's standing among Republicans has improved, with 63% now wanting him to run again, according to new polling from the Associated Press NORC Center for Public Affairs Research. This is slightly up from 55% in April, when Trump began facing criminal charges. 7 in 10 Republicans now have a favorable opinion of Trump, an uptick from 60% 2 months ago. However, Trump faces vulnerabilities heading into a general election, with many Americans strongly dug in against him. While most Republicans would support him in November 2024, 53% of Americans would definitely not support him if he is the nominee, and another 11% would probably not support him in November 2024. The findings bolster the arguments of some of Trump's rivals for the Republican nomination, who laud his tenure as president, but warn that he can't win in a general election when he must compete for votes beyond the GOP base. Trump's broader public standing has deteriorated since the last presidential election, dragged down by his role in sparking the violent January 6, 2021, riot at the U.S. Capitol and his unprecedented legal woes. The charges in Georgia and Washington have prompted President Trump to focus on his grievances about the last election, which he has been urging to limit focusing on at his events. After the Georgia indictment was made public, Trump announced plans to unveil a new report that would offer irrefutable proof of election fraud. Federal and state election officials and Trump's attorney general have said there is no credible evidence that the election was tainted. Trump's allegations of fraud were also roundly rejected by courts, including by judges Trump appointed. In Georgia, 3 recounts were conducted after the election, each of which confirmed his loss to Biden. While Trump's appeals resonate among GOP voters, they are less popular among independents and swing voters he will need to win over in a general election, and were blamed for some GOP losses in the 2022 midterm elections. As Trump's legal woes intensify, other Republican presidential hopefuls have spent the past week courting voters at the Iowa State Fair, a rite of passage in a more traditional era of politics. Some Republicans at the fair were largely supportive of Trump, but there was some evidence of concern about the political impact of the indictments. Former Wisconsin Gov. Scott Walker, who ran against Trump in the 2016 GOP primary, said he was skeptical that the one-time president would face political consequences from the courtroom dramas. Former House Speaker Newt Gingrich predicted that the charges would enrage the country and help Trump even in a general election. A poll of 1,165 adults was conducted using NORC's AmeriSpeak panel, with a margin of sampling error of plus or minus 3.8 percentage points.